You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Country like Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na Politics and the People, the program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the true and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
All right, good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV with a stream na Facebook, YouTube and also na our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We where they bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Tuesday morning. My name na Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today na Tuesday, the 2nd day of December 2025. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can go na updates on different major issues them where they happen. One gets for do with the coup d'etat we happen na Guinea-Bissau. If not on the follow, inside November then we get the elections. But at the end of the elections, before then they announce the official results, the opposition be announcing that they win the election. And that's been lead to a coup d'etat we happen there. We see yesterday President Bio in a capacity as chairman for the ECOWAS head of states go wakade. Well, waiting na be in the mission where President Bio go na Guinea-Bissau. Waiting go talk there, waiting at the outcome of the meeting we all. We dey discuss that on this edition of the Breakfast Show.
All right, well, for can get update from Guinea-Bissau, as we now know President Bio in incapacity as chairman of the ECOWAS been fly yesterday go na Guinea-Bissau for go know waiting exactly na the situation and try for restore peace na the particular country. And where the coup been just happened, President Bio been immediately convene a meeting, a virtual meeting with in colleague them na the ECOWAS region, who side them been try for pull the former president of Guinea-Bissau and Kerango na Senegal. But on Saturday, President Bio na a particular event na Bo be informed public say the former Guinea-Bissau president be there now na Brazzaville. Immediately yesterday, he traveled to foreign minister for go na Guinea-Bissau. Well, on the line now we get Sierra Leone foreign minister we na Alhaji Musa Timothy Kaba on the phone for give we updates exactly what's in the situation. If you all can know yesterday, immediately he reached been all a press briefing na Guinea-Bissau for update the press on what's in be happen exactly. Good morning, Mr. Minister, and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Khadija, and good morning, Liberty and the people of Sierra Leone.
All right, we see before President Bio even traveled for go Guinea-Bissau in incapacity as the chairman of the ECOWAS heads of state. You be done the in between the negotiation. At some point, you be they put now your official Facebook page on waiting and waiting. You don't they do behind the scene ahead of President Bio in visit yesterday na Guinea-Bissau. Firstly, lawyer from you, give me a background as to Usai all of this starts and Usai the country day now.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, on the 23rd of November this year, the president of Guinea-Bissau, unfortunately, the results that Minga for read out as required by the electoral law on the 27th, a few days after the elections. During the compilation on the 26th at 1 p.m., we get reports say the then President Umaru Seko Embalo, let me overthrow him. And we put a stop to the continuation of the electoral process. That is for make them announce the result the following day. And when this happened, immediately, President Bio, the chair of the Authority of Heads of State and Government, began to contact the deposed leader and then establish contact immediately with one of the leader way of the coup. And with this contact, President Bio began to negotiate the release of President Mbalo unconditionally, even before he called for the Summit of Heads of State and Government when at the Mediation and Security Council at the level of Heads of State of ECOWAS on the 27th, we will hold a virtual meeting when President Bio being chair. So in this meeting, all the leaders of the community being come out or strongly condemn the coup because it go against ECOWAS's protocol on democracy and good governance. And the outcome of that summit be automatically suspend Guinea-Bissau from all meetings of ECOWAS. And then His Excellency the President in his wisdom, and we all know say the President not only as an ordinary chair, but someone will get huge credentials in democratic transition management. And therefore telling colleagues and say, let's leave all options on the table, which includes or intensify diplomatic engagements with the officers, and notwithstanding which everybody, including the president, vehemently condemned the coup and called for return to constitutional order. So the unanimous state summit, believing in the leadership of His Excellency the President, not least because he gets that experience there, and also now one of the few voices in ECOWAS throughout this period when could happen at the other countries, we get the view say, we get for engage, we get for negotiate, we get for understand the reasons for the coup, and also for ensure say we put the people in security and then political and social and security interest above every other thing. So the president get for engage and say let's do this. So, and that is how again the leaders and the president a high-level delegation will include a special representative of the United Nations Secretary General, waiting at the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel. With me, we get for go Guinea-Bissau yesterday. When President Bio reached, he gets a red carpet welcome. Despite the fact, say, the military officers that know, say, President Bio was there to let them understand that ECOWAS will not tolerate the subversion of the right of the people as expressed in the polls on the 23rd of November, but it didn't get a quick because there was visible fairness.
All right, well, that's now Sierra Leone's foreign minister. We also double as the chairman for the Council of West African foreign ministers Alhaji Musa Timothy Kaba be dey try for give update but the situation wey happen na Guinea-Bissau outside the military being take over, and it be dey explain here, so don't get the minister back on the line. Mr. Minister, you be dey give the viewers them updates, but the exact situation will lead to President Bio in visits na Guinea-Bissau.
So His Excellency the President been there for meet with the high-ranking officers of the transitional government, including Major General Hunter and Tata, and the Executive Council, the highest Executive Council of the transition government, including the Prime Minister, when a civilian, and a newly appointed Minister for Foreign Affairs, and another Minister of the other Minister, when I be the Minister of Justice in the meeting. So His Excellency read the four conditions the way ECOWAS don't put. One, that ECOWAS they condemn the coup. Two, that they continue with their for count results and announce winner. Then third, for immediately form an interim civilian government for make the country do the reforms and what they need to do for make the country come back to constitutional order. On the part of the army, I never explained the reason why they do them. They say because the country was tipping into ethnic and tribal conflict, and it been coming. But the president said, nonetheless, therefore respect the constitution and respect the will of the people. And then the leader gets a tete-a-tete conversation, discussion with the general with in charge, and the president being therefore go back with a delegation, go meet with the electoral commission of Guinea-Bissau, also meet the chairman and his senior staff members, and where reports say since the coup and income, gather them, put them at the electoral commission, and keep them there until the day where President Bio they come, when ECOWAS will make and say, as a condition, say them for release all officials, including the electoral commission of the Guinea-Bissau, their officers them, and that's what happened. So President Bio discussed with the team, and the team explained the process, and His Excellency the President now get for report back to his colleagues them in the summit of the heads of state and government in Abuja, will get for take place next weekend.
Mr. Minister, how this President Bio in visits go impact the current situation between the incumbents and that of the opposition?
Well, the opposition at the time before we reached Bissau, the main opposition, Fernando Diaz, may not seek asylum with the Nigerian embassy in Bissau through ECOWAS, and that has been granted. Logistical arrangement, the Nigerians and ECOWAS to do that logistical environment for ensure say the opposition leader is in safe hands. However, both political stakeholders not present right now inside Guinea-Bissau. That is the deposed president, President Mbalo, and Fernando Diaz, the two people that the claim say they each shall win the election. Nonetheless, in the absence of them people here, ECOWAS's protocol will condemn this, therefore ensure say President Bio report to the summit, and the summit will make a decision henceforth. But what is very obvious is the fact that the military junta they're very much inclined to engage with President Bio because of the trust what they don't find in the president, because he told them directly, say, hey, this is not something that will work in the 21st century. Your situation is quite different, not to like it is in the AES, outside terrorism, and it will be very difficult for me anything happen from ECOWAS when they get insecurity. But here's a situation. They pose for express them political right and want to overthrow, and this cannot be accepted. It is either we sit now and negotiate, we get a transition civilian government to undertake the reforms person owner claims say there is a systemic problem in Guinea-Bissau that can only be done through a civilian government, as required by the Constitution of Guinea-Bissau and the ECOWAS protocol, where we all as member states signed to. So President Bio was very clear, decisive, definitive, skillful, tactful, and very encouraging in the negotiation for ensure say Guinea-Bissau not become a failed situation where go increase and deepen the insecurity of the sub-region.
Mr. Minister, one interview will go viral. Now the one of Nigerian's former head of state, where na former President Olusegun Obasanjo, where be then a Guinea-Bissau during the elections as observer.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Where be then a Guinea-Bissau as observer, and also it belong na the West African Elders Forum. It grants an interview where in that interview day, I don't know if you don't come across some, it say he not believe say na coup d'etat happen na Guinea-Bissau because the former president Embalo na announced a coup don't happen. During President Bio in conversation where they get with various groups the president's not able to forget an in-depth conversation for know exactly who say all of this happen, or if not a coup d'etat happen na Guinea-Bissau.
A coup d'etat na the subversion of constitutional rule. That is for depose a democratically elected government. Whatever arrangement or fashion that take, the fact that the constitution, they suspend them, the fact that the electoral process was arbitrarily and forcefully stopped, it's a coup d'etat. Whatever other surname or adjective it has, the fact is the civilian government, whether constitutionally elect, will participate in the electoral process, no longer in the country, and the opposition is in hiding. No result has been counted, so it is a coup. And I don't know. Yes, President Jonathan expressed his views. He was on the ground when the election happened. That's not in your personal view. But from the fact that a coup and a civilian rule, they are distinguished by the fact saying one is constitutional, one is extra-constitutional.
Another issue again that's na arrangement President Embalo gets with the military because you know want for handover parts of the opposition. While soon are they on ground, I don't get information in all of the allegation there, Mr. Minister.
Well, the fact is President Embalo no handover power because there was no handover ceremony where we see President Embalo the handover power to the military. The military took over, held a press conference that showed reason why they deposed the president, and that they in power right now unconstitutionally.
Before I left Bissau, you and your boss, His Excellency the President, when are the chairman of ECOWAS right now, and you they sit as the chair for the Council of West African Foreign Ministers. What's in our target in terms of restoring peace and sanity back na Bissau?
Now, for help the people of Guinea-Bissau express their constitutional right of voting the leader we don't want, or bring back Guinea-Bissau to constitutional order as required by ECOWAS protocol and by the constitution of the people of Guinea-Bissau. We own efforts here as the president is the chair of the authority, so he's the leg, the worker for the commission, right, for the authority right now, is the leader of the authority. And vision is a drive, in vision of democracy, in vision for respect the rights of the people and national constitutions. So we aim and for ensure, say, the people of Guinea-Bissau get back their constitutional order, votes order they want, and for them continue with their life as guaranteed to them by the Constitution and with community documents.
Is President Bio concerned with the pattern of military takeover in the region?
Everybody is concerned. Every military takeover, they increase the insecurity and the suffering of the people of the sub-region. What happened at the Sahel today, they affect many of the countries within the coastal region, because the bad people they already fled from Sahel, they now come to the coast for able to use the coast for drug trafficking, arms smuggling, and all of that. So security, it hits Ghana, it hits Togo, it hits Benin, it hits Cote d'Ivoire, and so issues of insecurity, violence, extremism, transnational organized crime, not to things that will only confine to an area. So like the saying say, when your neighbor gets fume, you see fume at your neighbor's house, they say you have to take immediate a precautionary action. Because if you not do so, tomorrow it will be a flame in your own backyard. So as a community, Sierra Leone, now one country, we will be very grateful to the existence of ECOWAS during the dark days of our country, when our country been there in the most perilous time. Now ECOWAS mobilized forces will come for restore peace and enhance democracy in our country. We owe that to the people of ECOWAS, we owe that to our country, and we owe that to community partnership as members of ECOWAS.
So, when we get any assurance from the side of the military leadership in Guinea-Bissau yesterday regarding restoring the peace?
Cooperation with ECOWAS, that they want to remain part of ECOWAS, that in fact, people don't contact them from the AES, but then say they are ECOWAS family members, they're going to remain as ECOWAS members, and that they will not go, so they will continue to engage with President Bio and ECOWAS. So that's a good sign for sure, say, no matter how difficult this is right now, there is light at the end of the tunnel through the leadership of His Excellency President Bio.
All right, many thanks for you talk to we. I missed the busy schedule this morning. Thank you, Minister. We give update to Sierra Leone people about on a negotiation then on a Guinea-Bissau. And a pleasure for always get you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure as well for all this kind of ambition.
All right. Well, that's now Sierra Leone Foreign Minister Alhaji Musa Timothy Kaba, where they now na Guinea-Bissau in capacity as chair of the Council of West African Foreign Ministers, and also he accompanying His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio, when are the current chair of the ECOWAS as Idoye reform. Then they work tirelessly for ensure say they engage the current junta regime in Guinea-Bissau for let them restore peace and unity na that particular country. They say President Bio continue for all negotiation with the junta government in Guinea-Bissau, and by next week we then go na the ECOWAS Heads of State Summit. President Bio go brief in counterparts them on waiting a pool na Guinea-Bissau. Well, we will continue for follow that particular conversation the way they go na Guinea-Bissau as we go to get the Minister of Foreign Affairs for give update to the public on waiting President Bio they do now in incapacity as ECOWAS chair for restore peace back na Guinea-Bissau. We they continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. This edition they look at various issues them where don't they happen all over the country.
All right, so members yourself can drop your message, ask your question, make your comments regarding the different issues them where we deal with at this edition of the breakfast show. If you not be done to follow the news today, exactly now 14 days after the PPRC been levy a fine on the All People's Congress APC party for sake of statements them where one of the member them be make where na Honorable Mara. Well, 14 days the PPRC been saying at the deadline that they for let them pay the fine where them be levied against the All People's Congress. We'll go on the phone now and talk to the National Publicity Secretary for the APC when I CD at Tunis for let we get an update regarding that. Good morning, CD, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Yes, good morning, neighbor. Thank you very much.
It's 14 days after where the PPRC be levy a fine against the APC because of a statement where Honorable Marabi make. Just tell we waiting to happen 14 days after this particular fine where them be levy. When I don't make the payments?
I will say that the Secretary General done dey in touch with the PPRC and something we as a party don't take care of both internally and also addressing the matter with PPRC. So whatever we require of we don't work with the legal team. We don't look at all of the circumstances surrounding that particular issue there, and then we dey in agreement with PPRC.
So then in agreement with the PPRC, does that mean the APC don't pay the fine?
Well, with Secretary General, they in touch with them. Whatever it's required for settle with them, we do on top of that, yes.
The last time when we talked to you, you been say the party go definitely get for meet with Honorable Mara for no waiting lead to that particular find a way the PPRC been find una, even though una be they ask the PPRC for present the video, let una go see them fully. That don't happen now?
Yes, we don't engage Honorable Mara. As you know, we are a political party. We guided by the Constitution. The Constitution get provisions them as to how we engage in such matter. We get bodies we're responsible, for deal with their issues. Then we don't engage Honorable Mara. He don't explain his own side. So the internal steps then they go on. We serve the as a party don't review the video, and we, like I said, we legal team don't step in, and Honorable Lahai Mara, don't talk to the leadership of the party, and so the investigation internally don't they happen.
So the party really confirms the claims where the PPRC be make as at that time na been true, because this na one thing na be they contest the PPRC for say them for produce the video because una being right clearly say it possible say they manipulate the video, and Honorable Mara have been say that's not so being the exact statements them way it be make. Una don't try for clarify all of this as at now.
Well, like I say, Danny not concluded, but the voting important to we first of all and follow we handle the PPRC on your side because they get timeline. Like I say, the party engaged Honorable Mara. We don't insist say the video doctored. So we are responsibility now for do the initial engagement with them, get in your side what we don't get, and then we get the video where we self now go don't look at as leadership, and then we go pass them on to the body we're responsible for investigation, internal investigation, where we don't do, as a party. But going beyond that, we don't even take move for one and talk to the entire membership and the leadership across the board for make them understand the importance of the agreement we don't sign with the PPRC for ensure say we engage in a civil manner and focus we addresses across the country on issues we get for do with the progress and development of this country and the betterment of the lives of the people of Sierra Leone, rather than engage in discussions where they create tensions or promote hate. So that is where we are as a political party. We don't take them steps then they, for avoid them kind of thing then they in the future.
You say una self as leadership, CD, una don't watch this clip here, and also una don't engage Honorable Lahai Mara, we confirm say na a doctored clip. But based on what una watch, una believe the explanation where Honorable Mara give una say na a doctored clip?
Well, it is difficult for us to say yes or no to that because I may not go be experts in the inside and day. So you can only get to that conclusion where you don't, the internal investigation don't conclude. And then also where, you will come out with the final side of for me as an individual, I'm not going to say now we believe or we not believe. Waiting we don't do, now waiting require of we follow the processes within the party structures and make sure say at the end of the day, whatever action we take, we not get them wrong, whether on the part of the PPRC or on the part of Honorable Lahai Mara.
In the case the investigation where they go on find Honorable Lahai Mara wanting for talk inciting statements them, waiting at the punishment ahead?
Well, and they go left with the disciplinary committee for recommend, but the constitution get, clear, guidelines as to the different type of punishment that you could get warning, you could get fines, they progress. You get side way they start. Just like how PPRC self now they start with fine right away. Then they start with warning. Then later they go to fine. Then after that they go to something else. That's the same way with Constitution Day. They start with the gravest punishment. You go start with warning, and then you progress. But it all depends on waiting the committee will recommend at the end of the day.
The PPRC chairman we talked to her last week, he continue for emphasize say if una not pay this particular money, in they suspend the All People's Congress APC party from participating in all political activities. Una party want for reach that level because una just gets barely less than 24 hours.
Well, absolutely not. I mean, that are the powers the law give them. But the law also give the party powers for appeal, if they want for appeal to the courts of Sierra Leone. But an officer we will get to that point there. We and the PPRC get very good working relationship. But at the same time, this is not something we also involve with member. When I district chairman, we just get to be careful how we deal with them. This is not something we also involve the political party. We just get to be careful how we deal with them. We also require by we own party constitution for, make sure say we get to the bottom of and we are sure of what we are doing. Not to so much please anybody, but for ensure say we safeguard we party as an institution.
So you dey confirm na this morning say on a party secretary general Lansana Dumbuya Esquire be already there in process for Leona do the payment of the fine way the PPRC levy against the APC.
Well, yes, we are in engagement with the PPRC for let us settle the matter in the best way possible, so that at the end of the day we'll not go reach yourself and just talk about suspension and other things.
All right, CD, many thanks for the update. That's now CD Tunis, where na the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. As soon as I hear from him, it be confirm that interview they say the APC they in the process for ensure say them pay the fine where the PPRC be levy against them for sake of statements them where one of the member when a Honorable Lahai Marabi make 14 days ago. Well, the 14 days elapsed today. We go on the phone now and talk to the PPRC, and on the phone we get Lucien Momo, where we go get for Legiwi updates regarding this particular situation. Good morning, Lucien, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Calling on a Shogaway, David.
All right, we just don't talk to Sierra Tunis from the APC, where confirms that they in communication with UNA na the PPRC for pay the fine where UNA be levy against them as the 14 days they elapse. You want for confirm that whether this particular statement where Sierra Tunis make nothing where UNA aware of?
Well, of course, we received a call from the National Secretary General of the All People's Congress yesterday. Say they're in the process for pay the fine. But we think not able for confirm at this present time, also day now that if they don't pay, because for check your account and by the instructions when we give, they're supposed to call the payment slip office to we. But as we speak, we not get none of that one day yet, and we said we get for check with the bank for see say they don't pay the money. But I just use this opportunity again, maybe I just clear the air on some newspaper publications and where they go out within the traditional newspaper them and where they pass na social media that the PPRC don't give ruling or order the APC for real estate. The former Vice President Chief Kalaji Samsumana. PPRC not give no ruling it on that one day. We don't complete the hearings. We compile the report and do the ruling. We not give no ruling. So then newspaper already mislead people or they ask them, do you let them stop this thing within the pan? We not give no ruling on that matter. We don't hear both sides, we don't hear witness them. We don't it now for they will compile the report and do the ruling. So we not give no ruling on that day. On the payments, by midday or so, by the end of the day, I will confirm back to now if the All People's Congress don't make the payments.
We just talked to Alhaji Sidiya Tunis, the national spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party. it confirm and say then they in a conversation with una and they not go reach that level for let the party for let PPRC go suspend them party. And not to just the All People's Congress una been fine. Also the same fine been go to the Sierra Leone People's Party. For more una issue this fine of 150,000 when 150 million only. So now officially from the SLPP.
As far as me concerned, we're not getting any official correspondence from the SLPP. Mind you, the APC will find them a week before we find the SLPP. So the SLPP gets another 1 week where they don't time for expire. So from conversation from some high-ranking members of the Sierra People's Party, even yesterday evening time, they say then go pay the money.
Lucien, the interview where Liberty TV hold with Dadida Jallo when I the spokesperson for the first lady in office. Now one way the national publicity sector for the SLPP, it talk now another media house say then no go pay this money because the PPRC supposed for all Liberty TV accountable because now they host somebody will not get the executive powers for talk on behalf of the executive. I don't know if you don't come across that clip there of the SLPP PRO.
Of course, me and Media are the same media platform on that day. The SLPP PRO, Mamu, is just one for talk, which he thinks say one for talk. But let me just make them very clear and say, who should that Jallo be doing on a media platform for talk on the activities of the office of the first lady. But he crossed the line. He left for talk about 20 go pan, he begin to talk about party talk. So now we go get for this week or next week, get for meet with IMC, where we see how we go collaborate with IMC, now we see how we collaborate with media houses as to the content, them way people they go with the media houses them and let the publicity wing of the party them. Even for the guide them people where they go to the media because we just sign an agreement with them when they say they go refrain from making a vaccine. And I make even when the SLPP National Secretary General been going to the media, the advice anybody want for talk much, but when they want the party policy for talk, they go through the secretariat. Say we so last week the FPC inter-party dialogue committee meeting. They said they are so we say they do the same thing for put structures in place so that when people they go to the media for go talk, they don't say they go talk, they not go misconduct themselves. For as far as we concerned, we don't get no business with Liberty TV. What you get concerned with now who should that Jallo, who is the publicity secretary of the SLPP in the northern region. So there man will not tell you say that he does not an executive because he hold an executive position as publicity secretary in the northern region.
So this confirmation where you say although officially the SLPP not respond to una, but when I get talk with some senior people at the SLPP, is it somebody at the executive where confirms that the SLPP get for pay this fine?
Yes, of course. I'm not going to make mention of the person or get a privileged conversation last night when the person they say, we will pay. We will pay the money, never mind, we will pay the money because they don't say they not pay the money, we will go to the next level of the law.
Which is?
So suspend the activities until they pay.
All right, many thanks for the updates. And like you say, if una confirm the payments of the APC, una go let the public know. We go they check and follow up on that and go give them the updates. Thank you for.
Sure. Thank you very much.
All right, many thanks. Well, that's now Lucien Momo from the PPRC. But they give updates as is say regarding the APC the young payments, and not nobody receipt yet if the money don't reflect on the accounts, but then we don't get conversation with the APC Secretary General where confirm say then they do the payments. Likewise for the SLPP where they also been fined. On I just hear from it says some senior people now the SLPP confirm with last night say they go pay the fine where they be levy against them party because of statements where the member make now the breakfast show some time ago. Well, you still watch the breakfast show. They come to you live on Liberty Online TV. And make sure so you say for the watch can drop your comments, ask your question, or make statements regarding the way we discuss on this edition of the show.
All right, so they look Today we look at different things inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. We start for get updates from Guinea-Bissau. Osai President Biode now in incapacity as chairman of the ECOWAS for all negotiation with the current junta regime, we take over Guinea-Bissau immediately after the election. So been talked to Sierra Leone foreign minister, we in the day with President Biode, we update we on the conversation then now where they go on. And as we now all know, both the former presidents, when President Embalo and the opposition leader, not currently in Guinea-Bissau, but the country they under military regime and then suspend the constitution. So we get updates from Minister Timothy Kaba, we na the foreign minister, and also we get updates from the All People's Congress APC party, we say they're still committed for pay the fine where the PPRC be levied on them some time back because of inciting statements them allegedly we then say the APC chairman for Falaba district be make na a particular function. Also them be they get a civic engagement or the tripartite recommendation them. Well, from that, yesterday, as we all know, na the census nights, statistics salon been officially launched the 2026 census. Women say then they begin for count all people them, all man na the country for let them go get the correct data of people where they inform government on development project them and serve this particular data you get for inform the electoral commission where it reach for let them do a voter register. Well, statistics salon done the all different engagement than this BNTM for talk about the different phase them where they don't do. If una member then we do a midterm census, women say this midterm census now after 5 years. 10 years and they do the national census. Well, yesterday na be a census night we been begin on this now the studio this morning. We want for welcome Abdullah Salia Brahima in a director censuses and geographic information systems from Statistics Salon. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yesterday na census night and also na no sleep all night.
No.
Una they try for get una equipment them and system tested before the official census go begin. When is the census night? What in this mean?
And a pilot census night we get yesterday. We call it try for implement the pilot phase of the census. We that night yesterday na been some communication issue. We go na the pilots and districts then so they conduct the pilot for raise awareness. So that when enumerators and they go to today because they get for the day for 14 days, people then would make reference when they come at your house, so they say, what thing be happen that night, would they be get bonfire or boo dance now this week constitute now this week area. Then they go see a pilot census. Then they try for conduct. So now pilot census night yesterday we get all across 4 districts then in the country.
The 4 districts, how una select them? Because there are more than 4 districts.
Yeah, we know so we get up to about 16 districts in the country. We select them based on certain criteria then at the census program. Like we select DIMA when a burnt area, when a hard to reach, we get communication challenge. We also select magazine cut area when a 1 EADD, we know see na